What up, y'all? Welcome back to the next episode of
Don't do that
right here on 16 TV.
on F it
F it
Fridays.
Fridays. So
I didn't do it.
all
I
right,
didn't do it.
y'all. Ready for the weekend? I know I am.
Mm-hmm.
We will be we're the Lansing Shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
So be there, be square.
Now
I will
we got
go.
some interesting stuff to talk to you about.
Yes.
One of them is kind of a little debate or a little discussion that we had earlier, and I did a short on it called "Am I Being an Asshole?"
Mm,
Hmm? Hmm.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll talk about it.
So, okay. Now, as we know, we have the Epstein the survivors. We don't call them victims because they are survivors of some complete heinous acts done by grown men while they were kids. So, Epstein survivors have speak out. You dirty bird. Speak out, uh, demanding that the files are released. A
We
group of
all
the,
want that.
yeah, yeah. Now, a group of survivors had spoken out on Capitol Hill. Marina Lacerda, central witness in Epstein's 2019 indictment, stated, "This is not a hoax. It's not, and it's not going to go away. They are going to make sure of it because I need some questions answered." Anoska Di Giorgio, Giorgio,
Mm.
the first survivor of Epstein, and his longtime associate Ghislaine Maxwell, stated, "The days of sweeping this under the rug are over. We, the survivors, say no more. I'm no longer weak. I am no longer powerless. And I'm no longer alone. And with your vote, neither will the next generation. President Trump, you have so much influence and power in this situation. Please use that influence and power to help us because we need it now and this country needs it now. Because you did state you were going to release those files."
He did.
Now, and when confronted about the conference, Trump said in his taco form, stated that it was all a hoax and that it was there to distract us from his
It's a
administration.
Democratic hoax.
It's
It's fake
distractions.
news.
Is to distract us from his administration's success. This is a Democrat hoax that never ends. Now, Republican Representative Tom Massey uh, and Democratic Rep Ro Khanna are a couple that have come together, one from each party, to get these out there. Now, Haley Robson, another survivor, stated, "Mr. President, Donald Trump, I am a registered Republican. Not that that matters, because this is not political. However, I cordially invite you to the Capitol to meet me in person so you can understand this is not a hoax. We are real human beings. This is real trauma." Another survivor, Jenna Lisa Jones, who first met Epstein when she was just only 14 years old, had stated, "I had never been more scared in my life than I was the first time that he had hurt me. I know that I was just a little kid, but sometimes I still feel that it was my fault this happened." Now, she stated that through tears, as so many had also stated their truths. Another survivor, Courtney Wild, stated, "It's time for us to see behind the curtain. Why was Jeffrey Epstein so protected? Who is still being protected? And who protected them all? So the world can understand how Jeffrey was able to abuse so many of us for so long." So far, 4 Republicans have signed the discharge petition, which is a procedural tool to bypass GOP leadership and force a vote. Those signers include Macy Representative Nancy Mace, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Lauren Robert Boebert.
Wasn't Marjorie Taylor
Yes.
Greene talking about she wanted to go on the floor and
Oh,
release the names?
yep, she was going to go if she had to go on the floor, if she had to, with the names herself, because they have th- the ability to do so, because they won't get in trouble for anything for stating and talking on the floor. Now, Democrats, all we need from you, all right, because you kind of failed us this last time.
Yeah, he should be impeached.
All right, should have been impeached, but you failed us.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, we need a total of 212, which is all of y'all. Okay, all of you to sign this, because we will only need 2 Republicans to sign the petition for the 218. Oh, I'm sorry. 6 Republicans for the 218 needed to compel a vote for the House floor. Now, Macy stated, I hope my colleagues are watching this press conference. I want them to think, what if this is your sister? And what if it was your daughter? Kana stated also, today we stand with survivors. We stand against big money. We stand to protect America's children. That is really what this is about. Attorney Bradley Edwards, who has represented more than 200 Epstein survivors, stated, well, we have seen the documents, you haven't. And when you see the documents, you're going to be appalled. Because the lawyers are allowed to see the documents. They're representing the victims. So if they're appalled, imagine what you would be like. Speaker Mike Johnson, of course, states it does not adequately protect the innocent victims, and that is a critical component. I'm pretty sure the victims can tell you who was involved and who was not.
That's what they gonna hide behind.
Johnson instead argued the ongoing investigation by the House Oversight Committee, which has subpoenaed records from the Justice Department and the Epstein estate, is the better path, because committee investigators will pore over the files and redact any identifying or otherwise confidential information. Now, as we know, they already have released tens of thousands of pages already, and much of which we already knew about. Bill Clinton, we already know, but we can't do anything about it without the files. Where's the proof? You say, oh, he's on them. Well, where's the proof? We need the proof. Now, Rep. Robert Garcia, the top Democrat on the House Oversight Committee, stated to the American people, don't let this fool you. After careful review, Oversight Democrats have found that 90% of the documents received from the Departments of the Justice were already public. There is no mention of any client list or anything that improves transparency or justice for the real victims in this case. The real victims are the survivors, not big money. Period. So please stop with this whole weird shit y'all trying to do. Man, because let me tell you, at the end of the day,
I was watching some news footage the other day.
It's insane.
There was, I don't know if he was a Democrat or Republican. I don't know.
Do you have a lighter?
But he was in the House. No, I do not.
Son of a bitch.
He was in front of a bunch of the big wigs. They sitting around in the big, all the chairs all together. They're having the powwow, right? There was something in his bill and that he wanted the Epstein files. He wanted transparency for the Epstein files. There was an opposing bill, mind you, that was, oh my God, we got to get rid of this fentanyl. We got to get rid of this. And this is so, we got to get rid of this though.
Oh, that's right. Okay? But they also had the underlining bills.
At the top of the bill, before they even did anything, they made sure that old boy's bill that was talking about the transparency of the Epstein files, the very first 2 sentences was to stop his bill. So old boy said, like I said, okay, well, all right, well, peep this then. I will do what y'all want me to do so that you can push this bill through. If you take the first two sentences off of the bill that says to strike my bill.
Right.
Sounds right. Sounds good, right? Bruh. They ran that man in circles and in circles and in circles, and
Of
no, you
course they
can't do
did.
this, and
Of course they did.
well, and she and
Because they're
well,
probably on the list. The same people.
or they know people that are on the list, or they have friends and the influence, and
How can you be friends with or be allowed to be influenced by people
these
like that?
people are
You guys are
all
insane.
rich and powerful, and they do
The
rich
real
and
victims
powerful
are the
things.
survivors. Okay? The victims that they're trying to talk about, well, they were there. Okay, we know people have went to the island just like people have went
Hmm.
to P. Diddy parties.
Mm,
That does not mean that they went and slept with these little girls and
mm,
little boys.
mm-mm. It does not.
Okay? Victims, survivors know who they are.
They still, I'm telling you, they gonna run in circles and circles. You see this man and took and made the whole government go on summer vacation. Like they in elementary school. All right, I'll see you in September.
Oh, no, you won't.
What
No,
in the
you won't. I
bruh?
forgot an ashtray too. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Now my segment, I don't know. I saw a conversation between Jason Lee and Candace Owens. Now, this conversation, from the clips that I saw, was at least 3 months ago. At least.
Mm.
The conversation was interesting to me this morning. I did a short on it, and I wanted to know, am I being an asshole? Because it kind of sounded like Candace Owens was cooking. And if you know, you know, even a broke clock can be right
Now, before he goes
twice
on,
a day.
I want you guys to think of this place. Look it up and do your research while he explains this. Troy, Montana, not Troy, Michigan.
Uh-uh.
Troy, Montana.
Uh-huh. Troy, Montana.
Go ahead.
Okay. Now, right? Okay, wait. Let me go through my. All right. What's that? Oh, that is it. Look at you
Yeah,
got my stuff there.
because I was looking up
Okay.
the Troy, Montana.
All right. So,
Make it
in the
quick, quick, quick.
conversation, Jason Lee was arguing on the side of the transsexual.
That is fair.
And
If you know, you know.
Candace Owens
Hmm.
was saying that it's a mental disorder being transsexual. Because you're basically, she says, you're asking me to look at a grown man and imagine that he's actually a woman. And that if he goes and gets work done, that he magically becomes a woman. Okay. Now, in the transracial, yeah, transracial, yeah, I can't make this stuff up. This is actually something. This is actually a conversation that was had by Candace Owens and Jason Lee, and I guess someone actually tried this. Her name was Rachel Dolezal. Okay, she was working for the NAACP. Listen to the list. She said that she felt as if she was black on the inside. She felt as if she was black. Now, on the other side of that, the transsexual feels as though
Oh, I see what that is.
on the inside that they are a man or that they are a woman. And we have to respect that they feel like they're a man or a woman when they might be the complete opposite. This is a man that feels like he's a woman, and we don't want him going in women bathrooms. So do we have to have a whole different bathroom now because of how he feels?
And we
Because
do.
how he feels does not determine reality.
And we do. But then,
But
but
we still have to
this is
respect it.
where,
So do we have
but
to respect the
my thing
transracial
is,
as
though, is
well?
here's
Because on the
this.
inside,
Here's this then.
she
Because
felt as though she was
this
black.
is what I have noticed, and what I love to point out also is I like how Candace Owens always likes to say he. Okay, he. Mind you, whereas women are also known and prone, just not put out there as often because,
What, transsexual?
yeah,
I mean, well, yeah,
because there
of
are
course.
men
Yeah.
out there.
She was saying it from both sides.
The way she doesn't really. Thing is people are always attacking the man's side. All right, now what I want you guys to do is do your actual research on how many victims are there of transgender rape of some sort in bathrooms.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I'm saying like the comparison between what the girl wanted to be is the transracial, and she said in the comparison she said she felt in deep
inspired.
inside.
She felt inspired. Now, words from old girl's mouth, right? Was inspired, right?
No.
Or she felt internally.
No, she said she felt okay. So that's why I wrote that down, because like the transsexual feels as though they could be a man when they're a woman, or a woman when they're a man. She said she felt as though she was black, even though she was blonde. She was born blonde with freckles. She felt on the inside that she was black, just like the transsexual feels on the inside that they are the opposite sex. Also, just like the transsexual, they will dress to fit the part. Rachel Dolezal was dressing to fit the part. She had her hair done in the black hairstyles. I don't know if that was the cornrows or however she was working it. I don't know, because she got white hair. So how was she doing that? She worked for the NAACP, much like a black person would. She was trying to make her skin darker. I don't know if that was just by tanning or if she was doing something else. I don't know. But do you see where I'm going here with the yin and the yang? And she was fighting for the black cause. So she was like, where Goddess Mia uses the term, and here's the seasoned white person. She was taking the seasoned white person to the next level.
And that
the next level. But can you do that? But if you say no, you can't do that, well then can you do that with the transsexual?
Well, respectfully, then this is what we're gonna say on that. Okay.
Get down in the comments and let's argue.
Let me go ahead and say this. One, if you felt so much when it came to the black community, right? Right. All right. So you should know the intertwines and intertweens and the in-betweens, and then you don't fucking do blackface.
Was that what she was doing?
You were making yourself literally look, and then on top of that, you identified on record.
I get it.
Okay, that is the problem.
I get it.
All right, that is the problem. And at the same time, you, as this person that grew up in Troy, Montana,
I feel it. And
with a population of zilch of black people.
And don't get me wrong.
So
I feel it. But at the same time, I'm looking at the comparisons.
I'm out of this one
yin and
because
the yang. That's why I say, y'all.
Okay.
We had this debate earlier. That's why I say
you go right on with that one, because this is where I'm like, no, you know.
And y'all tell me, let's duke it out in the comments.
Okay. All right. So, no prison time for 4 hotel workers charged in death of Devontae Mitchell. Now, 4 former Milwaukee hotel employees who pleaded guilty in connection with 2024 death of Devontae Mitchell, 49-year-old black man, they pinned him to the ground and beat him and will avoid prison time. Hotel security guards Todd Erickson, Brandon Turner, front desk worker Devin Johnson Carson, bellhop Herbert Williamson were originally charged with felony murder with the murder on June 30th, 2024 at the Hyatt Regency. Mr. Mitchell was seen frantically running into the hotel's lobby, gift shop, and women's bathroom. They then dragged him outside the hotel and beat him. Videos also showed the employees kneeling on Mr. Mitchell's back and neck like how they did George Floyd. All right, so, and it was shortly after George Floyd, so they knew how to do it. Toxicology reports, however, and medical examiner ruled his death was caused by restraint, asphyxia, and toxic effects of cocaine and methamphetamine. Now, on September 3rd of 2025, Judge David Swanson spared all 4 men from prison. Erickson received a suspended 2-year prison sentence and 2 years of probation. Turner received 1 year of probation. Williamson and Johnson Carson were sentenced to time served. 10 and 4 days in jail. 10 and 4 days in jail.
Of course.
Judge Swanson stated, "It feels to me as if we are holding Mr. Erickson up as the person who will pay for all our sins. And a lot of people aren't here today are responsible for what happened that day." The judge claimed that inadequate staff training, delayed police response, and Mitchell's own actions led to his death. The judge also stated Mr. Mitchell himself bears some blame here. He ingested methamphetamine and cocaine. Enough that put him in a frame of mind where he was running through the lobby of a hotel and women's restroom. His attorney was civil rights attorney Ben Crump, and Desaya Harmon, Mr. Mitchell's widow, stated, "It is disheartening and it's disappointing that basically everyone here today is getting away with murder."
Yeah, that's how they do us.
And the fact that you justify the fact of what he may have ingested, that it's okay to take another person's life. You guys, George Floyd him. You're telling me you couldn't restrain him? You guys don't have nothing to restrain people, your security guards?
They fear for their lives.
Obviously, you're security guards, and you're needed enough to be there because you're security guards. So you're obviously known that you're not in the Beverly Hills hotel area, okay? So you don't exactly need any restraints.
It's the only option is
so
to kill an assailant. That's
just say,
option.
Screw it, we'll George Floyd him and get away with murder.
Yeah. The other guy did it. He got away with it.
No, actually he didn't.
Well, they're trying to.
Yeah, well, they got away with it.
Talking about trying to get him out.
Oh yeah, well, they can't get him off of state charges. Chauvin is going to. Yeah, they really are. And the fact that people think that it's okay.
Let's find something that'll push their buttons so we can initiate martial law. Let's let out Derek Chauvin, the guy that killed that black guy.
Well, not just that, but whenever you also look at it, people never ever want to realize how drugs get into the system, into the communities. You know, it doesn't magically appear. It didn't just magically get there.
Furious Styles said it in Boys in the Hood. Shout out to Lawrence Fishburne. Black people don't own no planes, no boats. So how's that stuff getting over here? Sure, you see the black man selling the cane, moving the cane, but we don't have no boats. We don't have no planes. So how does it get here in the neighborhood? How does it get over here?
Remember
The
the war on
government got everything
drugs?
tied
That
down
was never
so
the
tight,
war on
right?
drugs, bro. That was never the war on drugs. That was here, like, we're going to go ahead and bring the drugs into the community and go ahead and make it a problem. And then it's not really going to be a problem until it hits the white community. But I digress.
Yeah. Yeah.
But here I am. I'm a self-hating white person, as people say.
Really?
I know, right? I just can't stand my own race of the stupid shit that they do.
And I'm uneducated.
That's why.
And she's a mud shark.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh no,
Make sure
or either you're a gorilla and I'm a pig.
that one too. That one too.
Hector, I'm waiting for you.
Now, last thing I'm gonna say before I jump off camera.
Mm-hmm.
Team Onslaught 517.com is where you can pick up the new debut release from me and my dudes. Team Onslaught.
Team Onslaught 517.
That's right. Team Onslaught 517.com. That is the website where you can pick up Legend Has It featuring Sincere Sinatra, 16 the Icon, Pope Don King, and the Masked Man Ichiban Sai.
And is it Mad Dog on there?
Mad Dog McGraw is the only feature. Yes, he is the only feature. I was just talking about the group members.
Okay.
Yes,
I got you.
the only feature on the CD is Mad Dog McGraw, which of course is
we got
honorary member. So
yes. So all right, guys, thanks again for coming out and seeing us. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and get notified and survive walking around. So we will see you next time on Madness Out Monday. Pieces.